Um, here's when we came into this match, we knew a couple things about them. One is we had an idea of what they do blocking wise, and that they give line, and we wanted to set balls where line's available. We also understood that they're not a team that gives you a bunch of points, and that actually, even though the score was very lopsided, that was very true even tonight. They had 7 unforced errors. We had 8. They had 6 missed serves. We had 8. So we actually had more giveaways than they did, but the score was still lopsided because we blocked the ball really well, created a lot of what we call, they had what we call trouble shots, you know what I mean, roll shots and stuff, because they were out of system and because our block was working so well, and we converted those points into kills. And we talked about that all week too, that this is a type of team that's going to, rally you to death, and you got to convert those to kills, and we did a fantastic job. I thought defensively we were great. I thought we controlled balls great, and we stayed tough from beginning to end. So very complete match, and I'm excited to go now. We've got 3 on the road.
Kirsty, you guys are the best team in the nation of hitting defense. Did even better than your season mark today. I mean, what does that mean to you, to Paulina, to everyone, to be able to just consistently keep it going?
I mean, that's probably like the biggest goal we could accomplish, honestly. Just knowing that we're holding them to hitting negative almost every game is such a cool feeling. And so I think all of us being on the blocking side of it want to help as much as we can with that. And so it's definitely a good feeling for me and Paulina, I know, and all the blockers in general.
Just having a defense like that, I mean, how nice is that as a hitter? Because you don't, it takes some of the pressure off your shoulders, right?
For sure. It's super nice. And I trust all our DSs and liberos insurmountably. Like, it's insane. I will give them every single ball if they want, and I'm A-okay with them taking it.
You had 6 kills right in the opening set. Just kind of, what was that? Just that good assist at sync for you guys right then? Or?
Yeah, for sure. And we've been working on just like challenging the line blocker and being able to hit high hands, and that's what I went in there trying to do.
Tom, with Lauren and Ty being their 2 returning starters, I mean, you had to have known that they were going to try to funnel it through them to be able to hold them to 5 kills apiece. I mean, what does that say about your practice leading up to this?
Well, our players know how to prepare, and I was talking to their coach before, and we were talking about the differences in our teams, and I said, 5 seniors, they get it. You know what I mean? They go into a prep session, they understand what you're trying to do. You can move through things quickly, and they understand how to get ready for a team. And so these guys are really impressing me in terms of how they're able to do the disruptive parts of the game to the other team, because they are always ready.
Kirsty, how much do you feel like momentum is able to build when you get that first block, then you guys get that second block? I mean, you get 15 tonight. How much do you feel like it just builds on one another?
Definitely builds one after the other. I think the first block and each block after that gets more and more exciting because you want to get as many as you can, as many block touches as you can. And so I think that for every person on our team that's up there blocking, that's one of the best feelings ever, is to get a stuffed blocker, stuff straight down. And so that's definitely one after the other, like, can't be beat.
Tom, you guys know how to prepare. How much easier is it, though, with a conference opponent? You have more tape. You know them a little more.
Yeah, they know us a little more too. And they're not going to be intimidated. You know what I mean? These teams they'll come in and play their A game against us. I think the interesting challenge now for us is obviously going on the road, right? So you go to environments you're not used to, and can you still execute and do those things in the other gyms? And that's what we have to learn. We're going into Vegas, which they're a pretty good team, and they're a little bit more unconventional than what New Mexico is, so they're going to be a little more challenging to prep for, and we've got one practice to do it. And so these are new things that you got to lay on your team, but I trust with these guys, because they're veterans, we're going to do a good job of it.
Between 15 blocks, 39 total points scored against you, those are both one of your best defensive performances of the season.
Yeah, I think it was tremendous, especially if you look at the scores and then realize it wasn't coming from their giveaways.
Right, 7 out.
Yeah, so that to me is the most impressive thing. We were earning those points. We were playing the whole game, and that's awesome.
Tom, you guys have played 3 matches on the road this year, but now you have to go to different locations to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
that travel, what kind of added difficulties do you think that brings?
Well, it's just you're in environments you're not used to being in. You're traveling. You're tired. They've also got the study stuff going on. You're going into, and I'm telling you, our lives are interesting because we all have what we call negative bias, right? And we get into these gyms and these guys immediately go, "Oh, I hate this floor. I hate playing here. I don't like the fans in Wyoming." You know what I mean? It's like, and so they start talking about what they don't like about the places to play. I wish they'd come in and go, "I love playing in Laramie," but not happening.
I love playing in Laramie.
Yikes.
It's just yellow everywhere.
Yeah.
The team's energy has been pretty high the last few games. How are you guys going to keep the energy up going away?
You guys answer that.
We want to win. We want to do good. We want to crush every single team we play, and that's the goal. And we want to play our best in November. And I think just the energy comes from us. It starts when we walk in the gym for serve and pass, and it ends never. Really. When I think about it.
Do you guys feel pressure being ranked 17th in the nation?
I think there's a certain extent of pressure put on us because we have like a winning streak going right now. We're ranked 17th in the nation. We're headed into conference where we dropped a couple last year. And so I think there's always those added pressures, but also like she said, we're super excited and ready to go to each new match with a new outlook on things. And so we know whatever gym we're going into, they're going to give us our best game. And so I think those added pressures are part of it, and that's part of what makes it exciting and part of what makes us want to go out there and get it even more.